Today I am going to split a load of logs using this. Now, in a previous video that we'll link at the end of this one, we compared a number of different log splitters. We had tractor driven, we had kinetic, we had electric, and we had petrol. But there seemed to be one type of log splitter that was missing from that test, and that was a battery powered machine. And the reason being, there was not one available on the UK market. But now there is, because this is the Rock Venom Li20 battery powered log splitter. Now, some might say that the problem with mains electric powered splitters is that you are tethered by a cable and your log pile isn't normally close to a socket. And the problem with petrol splitters is that they are too noisy and a continuous drone of an engine. And tractor mounted ones, well, you need a tractor. So, is battery going to be the answer? So I think we better have a quick look around before we get splitting. So first of all is a towed machine with wheels on the back and a 50mm ball hitch on the front. So a little standing underneath here. Now if we take it off the back, there we go, that's all clipped in. So now spun it around, you can see the motor and battery slots, so you can fit 2 batteries in it. Now you can run it on 1 battery or you can run it on 2. We've got to find out yet whether that gives you full power of 2 batteries or whether it uses 1 battery first and then the other when there's 2 in there, but we'll answer those questions as we go along. Up here you've got 1 single spool, which I quite like. On the petrol machines you've actually got 2 spools you've got to press for safety. Now there is still another feature on here where you've got to press the button and move the spool at the same time. So it's still a 2-handed operation. Now that's legislation rather than a manufacturer trying to be awkward. Don't get me wrong, we'd all just prefer that. Now you've got a big ram on the back. Now this is a 20-ton machine, and the petrol machine that we have previously reviewed was a 22-ton petrol machine. So it's going to be interesting to see how this compares to that. So you've got the log in the chamber, you have your lever here, you have your finger on the button, you push the lever forward and it splits the log. Now on the petrol machine, what it hasn't got are the guards. If anyone's used log splitters with guards before, you'll know that they are an absolute pain and they get in the way of every single opportunity. But I quite like these because it actually is going to hold the log in there for you. There's plenty of room to get in, being a bigger machine, so you can get that log in there without it being in the way, and then as you're splitting, it's not falling out the side. One thing we find with the petrol machines that we've had from Rock before is that the cradle, you're forever holding logs in place, but that's yet to be found out, so we will test to see that if that's an improvement or not. Now if we come to the front of the machine, what we've got is a fold down, drop down plate. So as the logs come out here, they can land onto the plate. Now I'd actually quite like it if that was easily removable and the drawbar, because you could actually park a wheelbarrow right over in front of that. But I think so far, so good. Obviously it's trailed, it's got wheels on the back, it's got a 50mm ball hitch on the front, so you can pull it round wherever you please. It is just a horizontal cut machine, whereas some of the other machines on the market you can obviously put vertically. I do believe there's new legislation coming now with regards to vertical machines, so I think we're going to be seeing a lot more horizontals on the market. Obviously it's got oil tank, it's got an oil pump, so all that motor's doing is powering an oil pump to come up here to push the oil through to your spool, which then powers the ram and pushes your log up through. So yeah, nice, simple, easy machine. The battery and end motor unit has theoretically replaced the engine. I'm expecting, being it's from Rock, it's going to do a pretty good job. I've just got a nice mixture of some beech and ash here to split to start with, including some nice big ones, probably to its limit within that guard. And then we're going to go down to the shed and split some more, because I know the question that you're going to be asking is how long are the batteries going to last? It's the biggest question we all want to know, so we'll go and do that as well. So let's get on, press those buttons, start splitting. Right, let's start with a beech log. Nice simple 10-inch bit of beech log. Pop it in the chamber, push the spool in, press your button, and ramp her up. Here she comes. No problems at all. And then on your return, that's what I was concerned about. You can actually stop the ram coming back too far. So you haven't got to do the full stroke every single time. You can just do part of a stroke, pull that through like that, pop that log back in there. There we go, that's all that's needed. Ready for the next one. They can go out there, pop that one there. Look at this, it's exactly the same as the petrol one. There's no getting away from it. Apart from, you can hear yourself think. The noise that you can hear is actually the hydraulic pump rather than the motor. Same with a lot of battery products you'll find. You hear noises you don't normally hear because it's normally a petrol engine, pumping away, hiding other things. So you hear rattles and bangs and things like that with battery products, whereas you don't normally hear that with petrol. And everyone goes, oh, that sounds different than the petrol equivalent. But it's just simply because the petrol engine is drowning out those noises normally. Let's rattle through these logs and see how we get on. So here we have the Rock Machinery Li20 lithium-ion log splitter, a fully cordless machine delivering an impressive 20 tons of splitting force. It's powered by 260-volt 10-amp-hour lithium batteries, giving you freedom from fuel, power cables and engine maintenance, and it will run on just one battery if needed, but for full power both are recommended. The Li20 has a cycle time of around 13 seconds depending on the conditions and can handle logs up to 540mm in length. Up front it features a 160mm hardened steel splitting wedge backed up by a 14-litre hydraulic oil system for consistent pressure and performance. The machine is built on a strong steel frame with simple, user-friendly controls, making it ideal for homeowners and professionals alike. It's quiet, emission-free and easy to transport thanks to its 13-inch tyres, perfect for workshops, domestic situations and remote locations. Right, I reckon we've done about, at least 3 wheelbarrows of logs there. Let's have a look at the battery charge. Oh, and we've still got 3 bars on each battery, still full. Let's try these big ones, big bit of ash. These in here. Oh, they do fit, that's a good job. Let's see what happens. That is, you wouldn't want a bigger log in there. I've taken up the full guard, and now I've probably got to get it out actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that, James, did you? Well, that is tested to the max. That is what you can say there. Didn't even squeal. Bloody brilliant. Well, it's certainly proving itself that it's a very capable little machine. There we go, probably 4 wheelbarrows full of logs done. Batteries are still indicating that they're full. So I think we better go down to the shed and split a load of logs on a time lapse and see how far and how many we can split. I'm just now concerned I haven't got enough logs already cut up. Right, so a mixture of wood, most of it is softwood admittedly, but let's see how long these batteries last, or will it do all of that and what we've already done. I'll be surprised if it does, and very impressed if it does at the same time. Obviously the beauty of battery powered machine, we're in a building, I haven't got to worry about the petrol fumes. This time I'm going to put the radio on, so let's do it. Right, we are 2/3 of the way through our pile. There is still 2 bars left on each battery, but I thought it would be a good time to try it with one battery and see how much power we've got. So I'm just going to leave that one on the top there and see if it still does the same job. Seems the same. I wouldn't say there's any change there at all. Although this is softwood, it's still quite not a nicest thing to split. It doesn't split true. So if anyone's saying or thinking that, oh, you're only splitting softwood, I don't think it makes much difference. I prefer to split ash or beech or green oak than I would dry or even green softwood, just because it's so splintery. So I'd say it's actually easier to split that, unless it's knotty, of course. Let's keep going. There we go, last log. Absolutely incredible. How much battery power have we got left? We have got, oh, well, they're now both flashing green. They're nearly done, but it is still working. There's still power there. So how much longer that will last, I don't know. But it is split all of the logs, and I reckon we probably got the equivalent of 3 builder's bags or dumpy bags there, and we've probably done another half a dumpy bag this morning. So 3.5 dumpy bags on one charge. I didn't think it would do it. I didn't think it had it in it to be able to achieve that much. And you can use it on one battery, so you could have sort of, once you started running one down, you could have taken one out and started charging it, carrying on with the other one, and then bring it back in and carry on using it. Absolutely amazing. The power is there. There's not one log it hasn't split. Now, big question. Let me know in the comments. Anyone want to buy some logs? Cheers. So we thought we'd better have a bit of a better tally up. So these are the hardwood logs. We've got 2 power barrows full of hardwood logs, which I reckon is nearly a dumpy bag. And then we come over to the softwood. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dumpy bags full of logs. So I'd say that's a good 5 bags of logs, dumpy bags of logs, from the 2 batteries that were in this splitter. I am flabbergasted that it split that much on one charge. Very impressed, very happy. I can't find anything wrong with it. The only thing for me, being 6'2", I would like it to be a little bit higher, just because I'm just there. But that's my height. You know, you could put it on a couple blocks or something like that just to build that height up, but at the same time, they've got to cater for people who are a little bit shorter as well. The controls wise on that lever, quite happy with that. I would like it to have a little bit more, should we say, self-return. So you can sort of let it go and it goes back to a level while you're getting the next log, rather than having to hold something or press something for return. We still split all those softwood logs in about an hour. So not, 4 dumpy bags of logs in an hour. I can't really fault with that. Stroke speed, I would say, is about the same as the petrol version. The guards, which I hate on every single log splitter available, they are just a pain, were brilliant, because they hold the logs in there and all the logs come out at the end. Now, a couple of those big ash logs that we put in there were a little bit big for it, and they stretched, and they have slightly, should we say, remoulded how the guard looks, but it goes through, and the guard moves with the log rather than just gets ripped off. It's flexible, which I thought, oh, it's a bit flexible. There's a reason for that, because it moves with the logs. Great, fantastic. Would I have it over the petrol? Yeah, I probably would. But what is the price, you ask? Well, I was as surprised as you're going to be, because this, with the 2 batteries and the charger and the VAT, comes out at £1,999.99. Yes, a penny off 2 grand. For a battery powered machine of that capability, I don't think you can fault that price one bit. That is worth every single penny. Now I think the petrol version is about a similar price. Normally battery stuff is a little bit more. Well done, Rock. Anyway, if you want more information on it, the link is below in the description. Thank you very much for watching. We're Machinery Nation, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.